Yo, what's up, YouTube frogs and rats in the chat? What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be covering the new tier list based on the current balance patch in KR that we have as of November 14th. Okay. Now, let me preface this by saying that, guys, there is a possibility of getting an emergency balance patch. Because a lot of people have been complaining about this balance patch specifically. And Gold River was like, "Aw, shit, we fucked up. Maybe I'll do more balance patches." But he didn't say anything. He didn't guarantee anything. Okay. He did not guarantee a single damn thing. He just said, "Oh, we're going to do more balance patches in the future in case we fuck up again." So there's a good chance this sticks, and there's a good chance it might not stick. Either way, I'm putting this out for you guys because there's a possibility the West gets the balance patch. Copium. Probably not happening. But we might get it soon. You guys can keep hoping. All right. Anyways, let me notepad this. Let me go over the specs for this tier list. Okay. Why was it in Korean? So first off, it's going to be rated based on KR endgame. Okay. I am not going to make a Voldike specific tier list because the West might not get the balance patch with Voldike. This is probably unlikely, but it could happen, right? They might delay it all the way to January. It's possible. Okay, no guarantees. Okay. If that happens, hellfire, but who knows? Two, and also because I don't think it's fair to entropy classes because of the Guardian archetype of Voldike. So bosses in Voldike, all four of them are tauntable, okay? Which makes Gunlancer and Destroyer very strong in those gates. Specifically Gunlancer, it's by far the best class. By far. It is the best class in Voldike. 100%. Okay. So, that being said, I'm not going to factor one thing more than everything else except Daemine as the underlying endgame raid in KR. And then after that, I'll factor in things like overgeared strength. Okay. Because in Daemine, it doesn't matter if you're a burst class, right? It's a 1630 eye level raid, right? You can't really overgear the fight that much until you get like full transcendence, and then that's a completely different story. So burst stand is not a factor in Daemine. It really isn't. It's not better than swiftness. It's not better than constant DPS. Okay. So that's everything here. And then also I'll be factoring utility, of course. It's going to be mainly damage and real raid performance, not Trixion. And it's going to be also factoring utility, maybe like 5 to 10% value. Okay. All right. With that out of the way, we're going to be covering the first class of this tier list, which is Pinnacle Lancemaster, which received a small nerf in the balance patch. Small nerf. For this one, I talked to Tofu about it, who has more experience in Daemine than me, obviously. He has cleared the first. And in his opinion, guys, Pinnacle is outperforming Deathstrike, and he believes it is solid solidly in the A tier now, guys. Now keep in mind, guys, keep in mind, a lot of you guys might not like where I rank your class, but this is all relative, okay? All relative. Any class in the middle of the pack is going to be in B tier, okay? So if you see your class in C tier, that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's not shit, okay? Because shit is in D. All right. Anyways, Pinnacle Lancemaster, still extremely strong. Daemon is a really, really good raid for back attackers, specifically Gate 3 and 4. And yeah, I mean, it still has the best synergy, one of the best synergies in the game. It's not the best, but it's a really good synergy. Crit damage. It's not that hard to play, and it's got a lot of defensive options. This class gets nerfed over and over, but they kind of overbuffed it to the point where you could just keep nerfing the class and it's still good. So it's gonna be an A tier. Assuming playing the class at the best or average performance, no, definitely, you know, we're assuming like if you're get to Thaemon, you're pretty good at the game at that point, right? You're not terrible. So I'm gonna be assuming you're playing the class at where you should be at Thaemon, okay? Like obviously, I can't say like, oh wow, average performance of this and this class is not tofu level, right? Like let's say an average Death Strike player is not tofu level. I mean, none of you guys are gonna reach like how good he is on the class, but I still have to rate it highly because of how consistent it is. Okay. Wait, I didn't scroll up. Oh, I guess it's random anyways. Cool. All right, let's do control. Okay. Control is going in the D tier. Yup. It's going in the D tier, guys. Unfortunately. I mean, not really, because like nobody plays this shit anyways. Yeah. It's one of the worst swiftness classes in the game currently. I'm sorry, but there's like what's interesting about this balance patch is probably dominated by most of the constant DPS type classes, right? This balance patch. And Control Lancemaster is probably the worst one out of them. And in terms of overall damage, I don't think it's that good either. So this one is kind of like between C and D tier, but I'm just going to leave it D because D for control, bro. Yeah, nice little D bomb. All right, on the opposite side of the spectrum, we have the most broken Hitmaster class in the game right now, and that is Spec Soulfist. It saw literally a non-existent nerf in the balance patch. I think it was something like fucking 1% or something. I don't know what the devs were thinking, but this is just... Guys, this class is so broken. If you guys don't know... Oh, that's crit. Oh, where's Spec? This one? Oh. Full Moon. Okay. Yeah, Full Moon, this one. What is this called? It doesn't say. Cool Moon? I don't know. Night's Edge? Oh. Yeah, I don't know the English names. Okay. Dark Moon, okay. I think the Spec one is still super broken, but it is kind of annoying to play with. It is kind of annoying to play with a Bard, right? You have to play with a Bard, pretty much, because the 3-bar from Bard lines up with the burst. So I do think it's super broken for overgeared. But actually, you know what? Okay. I'm going to put Spec Soulfist in A tier. And I'm going to put Crit Swift in S. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I'm going to do this instead. Okay. So the crit swift version has been like super like what is it? It's been kind of hidden, right? It's been kind of on the down low. And it's kind of weird to me because from all the like the Giga high what is it? The Giga hardcore hell mode enjoyers when Soul Eater came out, they all realized that crit swift is by far the most broken in hell mode. It's so fucking turbo broken. Like you could get cruel fighter in hell mode in like 4-man lobbies. And basically what is it? People who play regular builds are very influenced by influencers, you know? The top 10 of Inven, right? They look at the rankings, right? They look at the rankings, they're like, oh shit, everybody's playing spec. Fuck it. It must be good. I want to see big number. They see big number, right? Big number, dopamine go up. Big number goes, you guys know the drill, right? Zeals goes Esther 8, drops 100k on his weapon, maxes out his character, Thyrane 8, Esther 8, whatever the fuck he does. Posts a clip on Twitter. People go insane about how broken the class is because it did fucking 5 billion damage during a broken bone, 3-bar spec bar coordinated, Thyrane 8 Esther weapon, fucking Esther Dark Bomb, Esther Atropine, fucking GL Blade triple synergy, and a fucking inflated damage buff from like the Guardian raid he's fucking smurfing on. Like yippity yay, this class is broken. I mean, it's just people don't know what the fucking broken classes are in KR. They're super slow to adapt to the meta, right? Because they don't have damage meter. In my opinion, like Crit Swift is super broken. If you don't believe me, just look at Saint's stream. That guy literally just smurfs on every raid. It's so broken. So fucking. There's no. This class, you just literally sit on the boss, mash your fucking head on the keyboard. It's like Pistolier, except it's melee. And it's Hitmaster too. It's broken. It's 100% broken, guys. Yeah, I'm sorry, but like, nobody's balancing the game. Nobody's balancing the game, guys. All right. What do we have next? All right. Uh, we got Pistolier. Is that right? This is Pistolier, right? Why is it out of order? I mean, this has to be Pistolier. Pistolier, guys. Gets a B tier. Okay. Pretty much very strong in the current patch on NA. But did not receive any changes, and as a result, got power crept to V. I don't think you guys really need any other explanations. It's an easy to play class, good for beginners. You literally can't fuck up anything because it doesn't even have a rotation. I mean, it's just good. So you guys are going to see a lot of power creep going on, right? AT, I had this at S tier in the previous bounce patch, is now going to be near the top of A. Okay. They didn't really get anything. Evil Legacy. This one is... I actually put this one at B tier. It's pretty good. Especially, it's way too fucking good. Because it's a 2-gem class. 0 tripod, 2 gem. Does more damage than half the classes in the game. Yippity yay. Nobody's balancing the game. You can spend fucking 300k gold on your entire gem setup, and you get to out damage 50% classes in the game. Does that sound fair? Not really. But that's okay. The devs gotta appease the fucking crybabies. I mean, I saw a Reddit post like earlier this morning. They're like, it's not fair. Why do the devs choose how we play the game? I should do the same damage and beat top damage in the game with only 2 gems. That's what he unironically said. You know what? Good for you, bro. I'm just saying, for the rest of us, it doesn't feel that fair. Okay? If you have fucking 2 gems, 0 tripods, and you just get a fucking gap half the classes in the game for free. That does not seem that fair. I mean, I would understand his perspective, like if gems didn't cost anything, but the thing is, they are the most expensive part of funding a character besides like going straight to like max eye level, right? That's the thing. All right, esoteric, striker gets A tier and is near the bottom of A tier now. And the reason is because Deathblow is by far the new meta, guys. Deathblow Striker received some changes which boosted it straight from the top, and a lot of people in the West have not realized this yet. But Deathblow Striker is now considered one of the strongest DPSs in the game. Guys, there are a few back attackers in the game that are fucking absolutely disgusting right now, and Deathblow is one of them. And it is at S tier, guys. And not only that, Striker's got a rework, guys. Guess what they got? Now they got perma, attack speed synergy, and a 10% crit sin. It is up 100% of the time, guys. You guys remember when they had an 18% crit sin that they only used for themselves? Now they have perma 10% attack speed and crit sin for the entire party, and they still have a self crit buff. Okay? So they have a self crit buff on top of they fucking stole Aeromancer synergy. Wind Fury Aeromancer. They got attack speed, they got fucking crit sin for the whole team. It's literally Gunslinger synergy, but better. Nobody's balancing the game, and they do a shit ton of damage. Yippity yay. Alright. Cool. As Emperor, a lot of people had at the top of A tier, potentially S. I mean, it's still really good in Thaymine. It's basically perma DPSing the boss. I think if you're really good at the class, and if you play Emperor and you've been playing Emperor by now, you should be pretty good at the class. I was debating putting this at the top of B, but I still think it deserves its spot in A. Oh, it's gonna be like right here. Okay. Empress does not deserve an A tier anymore, unfortunately. It is by far worse than Emperor in Thaymine. It has a lot of patterns in Thaymine where you just cannot stay next to the boss consistently, which makes the range classes pretty nice. Especially if you don't have the entropy multiplier. And that puts Empress at B tier. Okay. Cool. Yes, this is a DPS tier list. Alright. We got... Is this... Lone Knight? Yeah. Okay. Lone Knight got a few changes recently. They got the meter... they got the reduced meter gain, I believe. They also... I think I got a rework to Bash, right? At the end of the day, this class, I think, will never be like a true DPS, right? It's never gonna happen. If they make Gunlancer, Red Gunlancer do the same damage as like an actual full DPS character, like for example, Lance Master, Soul Eater, and they had that much stagger and team utility, and had double synergies. Honestly, with the shape of the balancing going on right now, with like these strikers getting like triple synergies, it might actually be the fucking case. Because obviously nobody is balancing the game. But too bad. I think Warlord is still Giga solid class. The stagger is very nice in Thaymine as well. There's a lot of stagger checks in that raid. And it's also BIS class. #1 class to take for Voldike. 100%. You guys are going to want a high level Warlord in your class, Gunlancer. For that reason, I think it easily deserves a spot in the A tier, guys. Easily. Okay. Combat readiness is a D. It's like the little bro of fucking Red Gunlancer. You suck at the game if you play this, and the class sucks too. GG's. Alright. Ty. Ooh, Tie Striper got the huge rework, and some people are saying it's super broken. Now, Agam rated this an A tier, and he rated Shock at S. I was completely shocked when I saw that. No pun intended. Anyways, I talked to Bongyang, and I talked to Foss. Okay. And according to both of them, Tai is outperforming Predator Slayer in normal content and has the potential to catch up to Hunger Reaper, which I haven't talked about yet. But for that reason, and also the utility Tie Scrapper brings, it is going in the S tier, guys. S tier, guys. Yeah. And for me, after playing Shock, it's a very slow class. That being said, Smilegate very, very nicely decided to introduce 3 classes into the game, all with attack speed and crit sin, which are the synergies that Shock Scrapper needs, guys. Shock Scrapper actually performs better with 2 crit and attack speed synergies than it does with Blade Gunlancer, as surprising as that sounds. Why? Because Shock Scrapper is really lacking in crit, even though they are running Keen Blunt as well. Their crit rate is really low, right? And they are also extremely slow. If you want to play the highest ceiling build, you're not going to be playing a crit ring. You're going to be playing full spec. Your crit's going to be gimped, and you also have no movement speed, and your animations are still slow. Even when you're using your identity, your new identity, which gives you a lot of attack speed, right? So for that reason, if you play Shock Scrapper, you're actually going to be doing better with attack speed and crit sins. Ideally both. Guess what? Wardancer now has consistently both attack speed and crit sin up all the time. So does Swift Aeromancer, Wind Fury. So does Striker. If you can get in that party, sure, I agree, it's S tier. But if not, it sucks. I think it's too synergy reliant. So I'm putting it in the top of B. Okay? You need both synergies. You literally need 2 characters with attack speed synergies and crit sins to play the class. I'm telling you, if you only have one, it is way unplayable. It's not good. All right. LC is gonna be B tier. It's a very strong class, very consistent, easy to play. But yeah, power crept. And Tofu put it at B tier, which means it's most likely like closer to C, because he is like very, very nice about rating classes. But I guess I think it deserves B. Deathstrike was S tier before I rated it, and it's got power crept. No changes to Hawkeye means that it is now fallen to A tier, which is not a bad thing. It's still really strong. But according to him, versus a really good Lancemaster player, according to Tofu, he's never gonna win. So for this reason, it's gonna be around AT level, okay? At the middle of A tier. That's Tofu propaganda. No, I actually believe him though. I mean, he's insane at the class. You got to remember that. But it's just the truth, right? It's just power creeping in this game is by far the most insane, by far. So Deathstrike is S tier on the Western version of the game, but it's just like the way devs balance in this game. It reminds me of like, what is it? Not even like League. League has a good balancing team, and they have Freak. And Freak is literally the guy who said Grudge is the worst engraving in Lost Ark. He literally had a roster of 24 characters, all 24 of them with no grudge. And that guy's in charge of balancing for League of Legends, right? So he is ahead of a League of Legends balance team, and somehow he's doing a better job than the fucking Lost Ark devs. What that means is the Lost Ark devs are just fucking clueless. They don't play their game, right? What they do is they release a new class and they just set that class as a new standard for the level of strength. Every class that comes out, right? Every class that came out recently became the strongest. One or both of their builds became the strongest specs in the game, right? For example, we had Predator, Punisher, and now we have the Soul Eater builds, engravings. And then they decide to buff the other classes up to those levels. But for some reason, they decide to not change / buff some of the weaker classes behind. So now the gap just becomes this big. Very big. I mean, I guess it's smart from a business standpoint. You know, they just want to give infinite money. So it is what it is. But yeah, this is what it looks like right now. So Deathstrike is going to be an A tier. Still a really good class. Still pretty easy to play. Yeah, I mean, it's just a fucking good DPSer, man. It's not hard to play. Stoops can play it while looking at his chat. Just saying. Like, is he getting MVP? Nope, but he's probably still doing damage. All right. Time to hunt. I wonder where this one's going, boys. Yeah, this is D tier, guys. It's probably the worst engraving in the game. Hands down. It is probably the worst engraving in the game. Has never not been the worst engraving in the game. It is fucking dog shit, bro. It is dog shit. Like, it's just, oh my god, it's just horrible. They can't save it, guys. Don't play it. And now, as we're on that, guys, you might as well not play Gunslinger anyways. Because Peacemaker is fucking trash. Okay? Alright. Hear me out, guys. What they did is absolutely criminal, guys. What they did, somehow they thought it was a good idea to remove all of the execution damage on Gunslinger and give her like 1% damage back. 1%. They said, fuck it, we'll remove the execution damage, and now, above execution, you do 1% more. Well, guess what? It doesn't even matter because you still have these shitty execution tripods that give you like 30% bonus damage. Like, it's not even good. Like, before you actually outroed under execution and you actually did fucking infinite because you were like an execution beast. Like, you were literally like fucking, I don't know, like, bro, you were like Keanu fucking Reeves with like the shotguns, man. Like, you would fucking execute anything under 50%. And now what? Now you're not doing shit. You can outroll. You're literally doing nothing because you don't even get bonus damage. And guess what? You literally lose less damage. You literally do less damage than Nightmare Deadeye. Like, what? Nightmare Deadeye can take fucking all-out attack and literally do more than you. How is that fair? Dude, you can literally play Nightmare Deadeye with fucking all-out attack. You just walk up to the fucking boss, side of the boss, back of the boss, head of the boss, and just hit your shotguns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 skills. GG. The boss is dead, and it does more damage. I'm not even the one who said that. And guess what? I mean, one of the best synergies was for Gunslinger. Had one of the best synergies in the game. And now what? You have fucking Striker. Does literally the same thing as Gunslinger. And it has attack speed synergy. And it has a self-buff crit. What does Gunslinger get? 10% crit for your shotguns that already have 95 fucking percent crit. And your rifles literally never crit because it has like a 20% crit diff. Because nobody balanced the spec. Rifles do all of your damage, but why do they never crit? Because your shotgun has 95% and you literally lose value by getting crit. Right? So you can't go crit, but you get spec. But like, what does spec do on Gunslinger? The spec scaling on this class is fucking dog shit. Also, you're building spec for your rifles, but you don't even crit them anyways because you have to build crit. But you can't crit. Because shotguns give you like crit for free, but you don't even want crit. Like, I'd rather shotguns give fucking nothing and just raw damage. That way I can actually build a class full crit and just crit on everything. But you don't crit. Alright, class sucks. It's still a fucking C tier though. Because like, it's got range. Yay. All right. We got Aeromancers. They're actually pretty good. Um, especially I think after Transcendence, they do pretty good. Like Am said, 40 mil in Trixion. It's pretty solid, and it's pretty easy to get Trixion damage out on these classes. So I'm gonna be putting these at B tier, guys. All right. All right. Perfect suppression is gonna be. Let's see. Okay, this one Tofu has experience with. He said he's played against some of the best PS players on KR. And according to him, this is a very strong A tier, very close to Death Strike in potential. So, perfect suppression is going to be up here, guys. Very, very strong. And that being said, demonic. Yeah, it gets a D, guys. Demonic for D. Demonic impulse, guys. It's fucking dog shit still. Lamau. I have not lost to a single demonic in KR, thank God. If I lost to a 2-gem demonic impulse, oh my God, I would already have my cousin give me a new account on KR, let me tell you. Guaranteed. I mean, fucking sucks. I don't know why, but like, they must have messed up the numbers because Legacy Scouter feels way stronger than demonic. Not really sure why. I think it's because like the shield is like really fucking broken on Legacy. Really good. Yeah, you can get like 3 shields, right? 2, sorry. Oh, Soulfist? Yeah, sorry, I missed you guys. So this one I talked to Benji about. What he said is Soulfist is very tricky to rank. They do literally no damage outside of hype. And when you're inside of hype, you're like a god. So you gotta really play well and have your hype timings right. Which makes EO extremely hard to rate because the best player on EO makes the class look absolutely broken, but the worst EO player makes it look like a D tier. So EO would like be an S tier, but based on what he said, I think we're just gonna put it on A. Okay. And Robust Spirit is like basically the same. It's easier to play, but it has slightly lower ceiling. This is a tofu tier list. Call tofu. I'm not calling tofu, dude. It's fucking rat. Yo, Macro, thank you for the prime. All right.
Just subscribed.
Enhanced weapon, it's super fucking strong, as you know. Like this class literally single-handedly made Gunslinger a joke, dude. There's like a meme in KR right now. That the Predator Slayer guy who got first clear made. He said the 3 worst classes that you must gatekeep are Aeromancer, Gunslinger, and Deadeye. He said this trinity. I mean, I have to respectfully disagree, dude. Enhanced weapon is actually a fucking beast. Like, don't play this pussy ass nightmare build. Just go entropy Giga Chat and just shit on the boss for free. It's really fucking good. I mean, it's just like it has the best. It has faster burst than Gunslinger. The skills you get them off faster, much faster, and the rework shotgun and rifle skills like really make it a true like Gunslinger. Yeah, that's what I would call it, a Gunslinger. You literally feel like a beast with all 3 guns. You really do. The shotguns feel insane. The rifles are like quick, snappy, long range, and the pistol skills like fucking helicopter, like schmovin', dude. And it does like crack damage. Yeah, it's a really good class. A tier. All right. We got the destroyers right here. Keep in mind that they got like the buff to where they don't get the they get the 50% reduced meter gain now. Inside of their endure pain, which does make it slightly better for raids like a con. We're not gonna talk about that because mostly we're focused on Voldike and Daemon right now, guys. And yeah, this is like again, I know I got rated GT as B tier, potentially A. I mean, this is the fucking easiest D of my life, baby. This class is dog. Holy shit, you literally have to be a disabled old man to play GT. What the fuck? It's so bad, man. Like, just sit there and just whack the boss for 20 seconds and hope it doesn't fucking move? Like, what? Bro, it doesn't even work in Trixion, man. Like, like I'm pretty sure the dude in Trixion's probably gonna turn before you finish your, like, 20 seconds of whacking the boss. Like, ain't no way, brother. This shit is trash. D tier, it's unfucking playable. Maybe you play like some cursed doll shit, just don't play entropy, like fucking nightmare or something, I don't know. Holy shit. 10 seconds, I mean 10 seconds is a long fucking time, bro. It's a long time. Alright, Rage Hammer, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of tough to rank this, because like, yeah, the damage is pretty good. I mean, it's still like fantastic. I mean, it's still like budget GL basically, right? You got a taunt, you got like insane DR. I mean the meter change is pretty nice with the endure pain. Does pretty good damage. Problem is it's a little bit slow. It's a little slow. I mean, you can get the damage off in Thaymine for sure, but it's a little tricky. I think it's definitely one of the harder classes to play, and the problem is most people that play this class are not very good at it. I think one of the best Rage Hammer players I've seen is actually Judao. He's pretty fucking good at it. Benji's also really good at it. But yeah. I mean, I guess it's good if you're speed hacking. I mean, so is GT. Like we got that speed hacker like fucking destroying Proc on 1 second. Yay. Yeah. I mean, this one is between like A and B tier, but I think it's in B. To be honest, it's just middle of the pack, is what it is. And if you're like holding like all your skills only for front attack all the time, sometimes it's gonna be a little tricky to get your damage off. All right. Let's look at Reapers, guys. Reapers just got absolute massive rework, guys. Massive rework. In fact, Hunger Reaper is kind of got like one of the biggest glow ups I have seen in Lost Ark history. Even bigger than Sharpshooter, actually, I think. It went from being one of the worst classes, right? If you guys remember my last tier list, I think I put it at C, almost D. Now it is the second best, widely known, the second best back attacker in the game. And not only is it one of the second best back attackers, it is one of the best DPSs in the game. S tier, guys. Yeah. There's only one back attacker stronger than Thirst right now. Okay. Lunar is like kind of it's fun to play. It's got a new build, I think. Basically, because if you guys don't know what happened to Reaper, they moved the Nightmare skill, which was essential in both engravings kit, to the passive identity now. So basically what they got, they lost nothing and they just gained an extra skill. Like, how fucking OP is that? Think about that, guys. Think about it. Imagine if your main class got one of your skills pushed into your identity as a fucking 9th skill, and you just got another fucking free skill. Does that not sound broken? It's busted. They got it for free. Literally for free, and it's a counter. Like, nobody's balancing the game, man. I mean, it's just not as good as Hunger, just numbers wise, and it's a lot trickier to play. Basically, every fucking Reaper that's just abusing the MVP screen is just playing Hunger now. That shit brain dead, and it take no skill. Yeah, this is A tier. All right. I guess I might as well do the blades while we're at it. The strongest back attacker in the game, undisputed, guys, is Surge Blade. And it's probably the strongest DPS in the game right now. Well, Surge is at the top. Yippity yay. Again. I mean, dude, it's just crazy. They decided to give the stacking system a complete overhaul. You can get 60 stacks and your Surge literally does double the damage. You stack so fast now, guys. And it's much easier to play compared to remaining energy. Okay, talk about remaining energy, but Surge is absolutely godly, and it's still got 2 great synergies, right? I've noticed a trend, guys. A lot of these classes seem to have 2 synergies now. How come Gunslinger has only fucking 1 synergy? It's just not fair, guys. It's all good, though. Not really. Anyways, Surge has 2 synergies. Cool. Yep. Seems fair. And like, if they do a shit ton of damage, yay. There's that. It's broken. 1 gem class again. Keep buffing them 1 gem classes, boys. I mean, it's not actually a 1 gem class now. It's 3 gems. Whoa. 3 and not 7. Cool. All right, remaining energy. It's like, yeah. Agam put this class at B tier because he said he only thinks there's only 20 people in the entire world that can play it at its supposed level. And yeah, I mean, it is hard to play for sure. It's definitely hard to reach the level that you need to get to the same level as Surge. And it does have the potential to be near Surge, but it's actually too hard to get the damage off. I mean, still, I think it's really fucking good. For me, remaining energy is gonna be under hunger. It's gonna be S tier. Just get good. I watched Powder Snow play this shit. Holy fuck, it looks broken. Also, I think him saying only 20 people can play it to get to it's just, I mean, I disagreed. I think like, especially like, I feel like people who have been playing remaining energy since like day 1, and there are probably a few blades out there playing it since day 1, have gotten pretty good at it. I've seen a couple of pugs running RE and they've been doing pretty well. But that being said, like, there's kind of no point to running remaining energy unless you're like really enjoying the build. Surge is just straight up better. Like it's just you're gonna perform better in the raid with it, and you see bigger numbers too. So like, why would you not play Surge, right? But I guess if you have like personal preference, your personal bias towards remaining, you could still play it. Okay. Let's go FI. I think this will be our last. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. FI, guys. Easy S tier, guys. Easy. Easy S tier. Oh my god. Like, just look at this shit. It even says beginner. Guys. Beginner. Because you could be a fucking beginner to the game and still do infinite damage on this broken ass spec. It's broken. Like, it has the two best synergies in the game. Attack speed crits in. Yippity yay. And it has like no, you don't even have to play entropy. You can play 2 entropy. You could play 2 nightmare. You can play whatever the fuck you want. And like the only thing these guys can complain about their class is, oh my god, I have to run Dominion set. Wow. Like, you already know, if the only thing you can complain about is your relic set, everything else about the fucking class is broken because there's nothing else you can complain about. Like, it's just so broken, man. Like, oh my god, you just sit there and just spam skills, full swiftness. You have a 3-second space bar, and you're literally doing fucking 1 bill like every 7 seconds. You're just doing one bill every 7 seconds. I literally watched Zeal's stream. That guy is actually smurfing on this class. That's how you know it's broken. Like, no flame. Zeal's is actually a good player, but like, he's not that good. Like, he's not MVPing fucking 30% every single raid for free. Like, he's not that good. Okay? Like, come on, dude. It's so fucking broken. Like, even he says it's broken. I don't know, dude. Nobody's balancing the game. And it has two insane synergies. Like, if I see FI next patch, I insta click accept. Insta. You literally cannot fucking be bad at this class. I mean, you just sit there. Oh, boss is far away. You just jump on them with your fucking Moonstrike or whatever it's called, and then just boom, boom, press two synergies, Roar of Courage, whatever. Bam, you just kick it in the face for like 300 mil. No positional needed. It's just free. It's just free. Like, it's just so skillless. I don't get it, bro. Skillless class. Keep buffing these fucking skillless classes. Actual morons at Smilegate. Holy fuck. Moron mode. Alright, we got Esoteric. I mean, it's good, yeah. Like, they removed the entropy build, but I think it's gotten a lot more consistent now. And it's perma synergy now, by the way, instead of what it had before. So it's just really good. I mean, I would take this class every time. 100%. It's good as fuck. A tier, easily. Wardancer's broken. They got the best glow, the best thighs. I mean, the best fucking skins. And now they just do the most damage for free. Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, these, I mean, first intention was already good, but now it's just like fucking beyond broken. I don't get it. Whatever. All right. Mayhem Berserker. I mean, this is a B tier class. B tier, guys. Easy B tier. It's not good, it's not bad. It's just there. It's literally just there. Like, yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know why you would want to play it. Like, I guess if you like Cock and you don't like Predator, you don't like Slayer, sure, you just play Mayhem. I feel like everybody playing Mayhem now or maining it has just like made a Berserker since launch, and like they never decided to main swap, but like they're just stuck with it. Like, yay. All right, I think BT got a few massive changes. It looks sick as fuck now. I mean, it looks fun to play. I'm not gonna lie. I would play BT over Mayhem. Does it do more damage than Mayhem? Not really. It does look more fun though. I watched Tooney play it. I did some, quick little napkin math. It does like, it is harder to play, and also I think there's an entropy version of it that does really well in Gate 3 and 4, right? The entropy version. Yeah, it's gonna be at the top of B tier for me, this one. Alright. Like, I would recommend, like, if you guys want to try something new, something more challenging, more flashy, you could definitely try BT. Looks really fun after the patch. And it does look different than Punisher, which is a good thing. You want to differentiate the two sister builds, right? I think it's pretty good. It's based on Thaymine, that's correct, yeah. Based on Thaymine, mostly. Berserk Tech. Bro, I'm not gonna watch videos where you link me like, dude, dude, what's the fucking point, dude? You could link me a video of Zeal doing like fucking 3 billion on a frog. Like, I don't care, man. Like, who cares? Alright. Yeah, we got this Barrage Artillerist thingy. Guys, if you guys don't know what they got way faster transform, and they got a massive change. Absolute massive change, guys. Your R shield inside of your turret form now gives you 50% DR, guys. And it gives you a fucking massive shield. 50% DR. And not only that, you don't even get any, you literally gain no meter from tanking like shit that gives you meter now. Meter gen. Like, Akan. right? It's too good. The only thing that they justfully did, they rightfully did, this is actually, I think, really good balancing from the devs, is that because they knew getting into your turret form is so much easier now, what they decided to do is they decided to pull back on the meter gen. So now, you really need to land all your skills and you still have like slower transforms. I think it's a good thing. That is an example of good balancing, right? They alleviate the worst parts of playing the class, right? The worst feeling for Artillerist players is, oh shit, I sit in my turret and I have to instantly exit out because this pattern is gonna kill me, or I'm gonna get infinite meter and get MC'd or some shit. Now they don't have to worry about that pain point, right? They alleviated that pain point, but they decided to make the class a little weaker in terms of the transformation side because they knew that once you get to that turret form, it's really strong. I think that's a good change. It's gonna be A tier, for sure. It's a really good class, and I like taking Artillerist because they run Napalm now, or at least Weinblue does, and I mean you never fail a stagger check with Napalm on your fucking team. That shit is broken. All right, firepower. I mean this shit is dog shit, bro. It's terrible. I mean, I know Lust Boy's main swap to it, but like, it's just not good. Holy fuck, this is an easy C tier for me. I guess it's not that bad. It's a C tier. Uh, yeah, I think it's worse than Peacemaker. Still, it's fucking terrible. It's worse than Gunslinger, 100%. 100%, guys. All right, we got, what is this? CO Summoner? Bro. All right. Actually, though, after the Marlin changes, it is not a D tier. It is not. Okay. I actually do not have it as D tier. I have it as B tier. Psych? No, it's fucking not. It's C tier. It's fucking trash. Like, come on, dude. It is probably one of the worst C tier classes. It might actually be D tier. Holy shit. Like, oh my god, who made this class? Like, you just sit there the whole time waiting for your spears to come off of cooldown, and while your spears are on cooldown, you're just sitting there like tapping your fucking minions around like, bro, this is not summoner gameplay. Like, you're fucking babysitting a bunch of teddy bears, man. Like, the fuck is this shit? It's fucking trash. Holy shit. I mean, it's not that bad though. Like, it actually does kind of do some decent damage, surprisingly, if you're like not incompetent at the class. I think it's okay. Does mechs pretty well too. Yippity yay. We love mech doers. All right. Master Summoner. I mean, dude, you guys saw my gameplay today. It was not the greatest. I mean, it's not me, guys. It's never on me, guys. It's all about the class. The class sucks. It's too slow. It's too slow. It's outdated. Listen. This class was kind of cool when it got reworked, and everyone was like, oh my god, bat chest, I'm going to make a Master Summoner. How many Master Summoners do you even see on NA nowadays? How many of them do you see on EU? Nobody plays this shit. They all quit. You know why? Because it takes fucking 20 light years to cast your gear. Your spears have a long ass animation. It has a long animation charging time. It has a long fucking animation log. All of your skills have casting time, but you don't even get to run all out attack like Stork. What? Also, by the way, you got push immunity when you use your fucking identities. So what? You're a sitting duck for fucking fort. Like, okay. It wouldn't be that bad if, like, while you were casting a cure, you could either instant cast it and move, or you could get, like, fucking 90% DR while you're casting the skill so you don't get fucking one shot like a moron. Guess what? You can't move, and you have no mobility skills on this class. You're a sitting duck. At least Igniter can, like, emergency blink, right? Like, I played with Saint's Igniter the other earlier this week. He was like gonna clutch, and you know how he almost clutched? He literally blinked out, right? Or maybe he did clutch. I don't remember. I think he did. He emergency blinked out because he was playing Sork. Guess what? If he's playing Summoner, he's 100% fucking dead. 100%. It's the lack of mobility, the long casting times is just appalling on this class. It's outdated, guys. So outdated. Look at like, just look. Look at Spec Soul Eater, dude. That class is like fucking zooming. It has a skill that literally goes through the boss. Like you just tear through the boss's asshole and just come out the other fucking side for free, and it's literally a full spec class. Right? All of the skills are just instant. Instant. There's no animation lock. What is Master Summon? You're just sitting still like a fucking moron, casting a cure for like 3 light years. Yippity yay, this class sucks. Does it deserve B tier? Honestly, yeah, it does. Because it does do kind of good damage. But like, it's shit. I would put it like below the fucking Aeromancers. Alright. Igniter is back, guys. Back and B. Nice. Yeah, it's not very good. I mean, yeah, I mean, guys, we decided to give Igniter back to where she was originally and another 5% on top. Guess what? What else did we do, guys? What else, guys? I'm thinking. I'm the devs right now, guys. I'm thinking, what are the Igniter players having trouble with, guys? What do they need help with? It must be Stagger, guys. Oh, I think they need help with Stagger. So what are we going to do? We're going to add a little extra Stagger. We're going to add a Stagger to your Esoteric. We're gonna add a little extra Stagger to your all of your other skills so you can help do those Stagger checks, guys. Oh, well, what about counters? Oh, you don't need counters. We'll give you Squall. I mean, you got extra skill points. We'll give Squall level 7, give an extra weak point. Now it gives level 2 weak point. Holy shit. Yeah, but what if we play Reverse Gravity, the only build that actually makes this fucking class do damage? Well, fuck you. So guess what? You play Reverse Gravity Igniter. The devs are literally telling you to go fuck yourself in the ass. You got no counter. I mean, it is like literally every single one of these fucking classes has a broken ass counter. Just look. Every class in S tier has a broken ass counter. That also gives like 3 purposes. Like, for fuck's sake, dude, Predator Slayer literally has a counter that gives synergy, applies bleed, and gives meter, and is a counter and a multi-tick counter. That's 4 things in one fucking counter. What does Sork have? Blaze. Squall. Like, nobody's taking Squall on fucking Igniter. Are you a moron? If I wanted to play fucking counter, I would play Paladin. Like, fuck this shit, dude. Oh my god, it's so fucking bad. The devs are clueless. They're literally at like fucking Latte World jerking off to like some Maple Story exhibit. Actually, maybe not. The Maple Story ain't doing too fucking well either. Anyways, Reflux is fucking back in trash. I mean, it's not fucking good. It just keeps getting buffed, but it's like not good at all. Holy shit. It's better than Gunslinger though, that's for sure. C tier, guys. It's actually almost in B. Almost. Surprising. Alright. Punisher. I'm gonna be honest, the only reason Reflux is even up here is because it can actually take a counter. Because everything else it takes is so fucking dog shit, you might as well not take it. You might as well just take the counter. Fuck it. You know? Like, everything else is just terrible. Like, what, you want a mana shield that, like, gives you, like, reduces your mana every time you get hit? Woohoo. Like, nobody's taking that shit, bro. Alright, we got Punisher. Yeah, I mean, dude, inside of fucking... Dude, if you're a 1630 Punisher in fucking a con right now, you are just tearing the boss's ass wide open. I mean, this class is fucking broken in a con. And it's super broken and overgeared, man. It's so good overgeared. Yeah, but it sucks. Too bad. It's like... Honestly, I hate this class, dude. It's terrible. For me... Yeah. honestly, it's a B. Yeah. I really want to put it in C, but the damage does not justify it being in C. Too bad. I do think this class has really high high highs and like really low lows, okay? So, definitely need to be really good at this class to like pilot it well, and you can definitely do damage with it. But another thing that's annoying about this class specifically, it's like Igniter, right? The damage windows are really short and take a long time to build up to, which unlike Summoner, which is going to perform better in a Pug, Punisher definitely performs better when you're with a Pocket Bard or you're in comms with your support, right? Well, Master Summoner's like using a cure like every like few seconds. Yeah. So Igniter, Punisher, these two classes are definitely like support and calm dependent. Okay. All right. Last but not least, we have Predator, and yeah, this might not be a surprise to many of you guys, but it is still S tier. Yeah, still S tier, guys. One of the best consistent damage back attackers in the game. It's got good burst. It's got good utility. It's got good pretty much everything. Good mobility, swiftness class. Nobody's balancing the game. No nerfs. It's almost power crap to A. I think you could make an argument to put Predator in A, but I think it's just slightly at the very bottom of S. Okay. All right. And as for the supports, I'm not going to be ranking them, but last time put Artist low tier. This time, I do think Artist changes were really good for the class overall. I still think the DR is not very good, but if you're looking for a constant buff, aggressive support that benefits a team such as like Shock Scrapper, maybe like a Shock Scrapper, I don't know, like Aeromancer, not FI Wardancer like party, something like that. I think Artist is probably the best one. It's got full uptime on attack speed buffs, which not the other supports don't have, right? And it's also got best bubble generation out of all the supports if you go like full offensive. So I think it's really good for that. Okay, I do think Artist changes are really good. Bard is a little bit outdated. Yeah, it is outdated, but the kit for the class is still really good. Also, by the way, the Paladin changes with Awakening is absolutely massive. You don't have to land it anymore, which means you can get like better timings on it. Like specifically during like mechs, you can kind of like cheese like a free like meter. All right. Any questions, guys? Any questions? I'm looking at this and I think it's pretty good. Maybe Shock deserves a little higher. You know what, guys? I think Shock probably deserves A tier. I'm gonna put in an A. Let's see what else. I'm happy with everything else. Looks good to me. Looks really good. I'm really happy with this tier list. Oh my god, it looks so much better when Tofu's not here. I'm just kidding. Tofu actually helped me out a lot. No flame. Uh, Emperor B is copium. Nah, I mean I just don't agree. No, Empress is B. Sorry, Empress. Emperor is A tier. This is Empress. This is Emperor. Yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should do a YouTube outro. Yo, yo, YouTube frogs. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys. You guys can follow me at twitch.tv/Legalia. I stream very often, not really, but yeah, I'm out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can DM me in the comment section. I might not read it and I might flame you, but if I flame you, it's justified because you're probably a dumbass. No flame.